Good morning. My name is Patsy Cocke. Today is Friday, April the 16th. I am reading today's devotion from Red Letter Challenge, Day 12. Our topic for today, the Sabbath was made for man. Mark chapter 2, verse 27. The Sabbath was made for man. The Sabbath is one of the most misunderstood among Christians today. Sabbath is from the Hebrew word which means rest. It was first used in Genesis chapter 2, which states, "And so the whole universe was completed in 6 days. By the 7th day, God finished what he had been doing and stopped working." God blessed the 7th day and set it apart as a special day, because by that day he had completed his creation and stopped working. God then rested on the 7th day. Why? Was God tired? No. God rested because what he made was worth enjoying. And after all, if God takes a day to enjoy his creation, shouldn't we? We can have flexibility in how we live out the Sabbath. It can be on another day other than Sunday, as long as your motive is to the Lord and you are enjoying and resting in his creation. Then it doesn't matter when you do it. Just make sure you do it. The more we keep the Sabbath, the more we will find the life we were made for. The Sabbath was made for the good of human beings, a holy day set aside to honor God through rest and worship. We were made to work, but also rest. God says above all, "You shall keep my Sabbaths, for this will be a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that you may know that I, the Lord, sanctify you. You shall keep the Sabbath because it is holy for you." Remember, the Sabbath was always meant as a gift, an opportunity to rest and enjoy life. Today we miss the big idea of the Sabbath. We work all the time because we like things we get from it, such as money, possessions, or status. We look to our work to give us some of the things God promises to give. In Romans chapter 14, "Do not judge others," verse 5 through 6. Some people think a certain day is more important than others, while others think that all days are the same. We each should firmly make up our own minds. Those who think highly of a certain day do so in honor of the Lord. Those who will eat anything do so in honor of the Lord, because they give thanks to God for the food. Those who refuse to eat certain things do so in honor of the Lord and give thanks to God. Mark chapter 2, the question about the Sabbath, verse 23 through 28. Jesus was walking through some wheat fields on a Sabbath. As the disciples walked along with him, they began to pick heads of wheat. So the Pharisees said to Jesus, "Look, it is against our law for your disciples to do that on the Sabbath." Jesus answered, "Have you never read what David did that time when he and his companions were hungry and in need for something to eat? He and his men were hungry, so he went into the house of God and ate the bread offered to God. This happened when Abiathar was the high priest. According to their law, only priests may eat this bread, but David ate it and even gave it to his men." And Jesus concluded, "The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord, even on the Sabbath." Mark chapter 3, verse 1 through 6, the man with the paralyzed hand. Another time Jesus went into the synagogue, and a man with a paralyzed hand was there. Some people there, Pharisees, who wanted to accuse Jesus of doing wrong. So they watched Jesus closely to see if he would cure the man on the Sabbath. Jesus said to the man, "Come up here to the front." Then Jesus asked the Pharisees, "What does our law allow us to do on the Sabbath? To help or to harm? To save someone's life or destroy it?" But the Pharisees remained silent. Jesus was angry as he looked around at them, but at the same time he felt sorry for the Pharisees because they were so stubborn and wrong. Jesus said to the man, "Stretch out your hand." He stretched out his hand, and his hand was completely restored. So the Pharisees left the synagogue and met at once with some members of Herod's party, and they made plans to kill Jesus. These two stories tell alarming facts about the Pharisees and that they cared more about their man-made laws than what God's laws really meant about the Sabbath through Jesus. Zach Zender, in the Red Letter Challenge, he states, "If we cannot trust Jesus in the calm of his presence, we will never be able to trust him in the pursuit of his purpose. We are redefined in who we are by what Jesus has done for us. We should live our lives in service to him." I would like to close with a few scriptures I hold close to my heart. Psalm 46, verse 10, "Be still and know that I am God." And also Matthew 11, verse 28. Jesus said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest."